Hey, everyone! Welcome back to another episode recap and review. Today, we're diving into episode 7 of Sakamoto Days. This episode is packed with action, intrigue, and a deeper look into Shin's past. If you're enjoying these breakdowns, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now, let's get started. The episode kicks off with Taro, Aoi, and some other parents observing their kids at school. It's a brief, but wholesome moment that gives us a glimpse of Taro's softer side. But of course, things don't stay peaceful for long. Back at the shop, Shin and Lu are bickering as usual. Hyesuk walks in, looking for pork buns, but things quickly escalate. Shin storms out to end the argument, leaving Lu behind. Big mistake. Moments later, a group of men enter the shop. Lu, who happens to be wearing Shin's uniform, is mistaken for him. Before she can react, they tie her up and shove her into their vehicle. During the ride, one of the men, Seiba, realizes they've captured the wrong person. He argues with his ally, Tanaka, who remains convinced that Lu is Shin. Tanaka then reveals some shocking details about Shin's past. He explains that Shin was part of a secret experiment, and out of many children, he was the only one who gained psychic abilities. Tanaka sees him as a failure, which enrages Lu enough to fight back. Meanwhile, Shin returns to the shop and quickly notices that something is wrong. Lu is missing, and the place is a mess. Taro and his family arrive just as Shin is putting the pieces together. Taro immediately understands what happened and drops a game-changing piece of information. The shop's uniforms have GPS trackers. With this, they can locate Lu. While Tanaka and his crew discuss their next steps, Taro and Shin speed up to their vehicle on Taro's motorcycle. The confrontation is intense. Taro and Shin take down several of the men, leaving only Tanaka and Seiba. As the battle rages on, Seiba jumps out of the vehicle to stop them, allowing Tanaka to escape. With the GPS signal gone, Taro and Shin take a bus to Okatabe Science Museum, where they believe the lab is hidden. Shin explains that the museum serves as a front for the lab's underground facility. But getting inside won't be easy. Upon entering, Taro and Shin are met by two museum employees who insist on taking their pictures. In disguise, they blend in just long enough before making their move. Meanwhile, deep underground, Lu and Tanaka cross paths with a masked man named Kashima, who is revealed to be Seiba's boss. Seiba admits their mistake in capturing the wrong person but vows to fix it. Kashima, clearly unimpressed, orders his men to imprison Tanaka and Lu. He then gives Seiba one last chance to bring Shin to him. Back with our heroes, Shin attempts to hack into the lab but discovers that the security codes have changed. Suddenly, robot animals attack. Shin and Taro fight them off, but this only triggers the next defense mechanism. A massive fossilized T-Rex robot. Taro steps up and takes it down in an epic fight. Meanwhile, a scientist named Dr. Ishikawa is being threatened by one of Kashima's men. Before things turn deadly, Shin and Taro intervene. Ishikawa spills the truth. The lab was taken over a year ago by an assassin group. The director, Asakura, is now being held prisoner deep below. A flashback reveals Kashima's true intentions. He's a hitman who forced the scientists to develop new weapons for his team. Ishikawa warns Taro and Shin that Kashima's group has terrifyingly strong leaders. As if on cue, one of them arrives. Ishikawa quickly hides Taro and Shin in lockers just in time. Meanwhile, Lu is busy trying to escape. She picks up a rock and starts hammering at her cell. Another prisoner, Asakura, stops her. Instead of discouraging her, he proposes a prison break plan. Back in the lab, a powerful enforcer named Mad Horiguchi confronts Ishikawa. He knows something is up and demands answers. Before he can do serious harm, Shin steps in. But things take a bizarre turn when Mad injects Shin with a serum that scrambles his speech. This leads to some hilarious, but also frustrating moments for Shin. Taro, not one for patience, quickly knocks Mad into a computer desk. With their path clear, Shin and Taro set their sights on saving Ishikawa and the rest of the scientists. Just as things seem to settle, two more assassins, Osaraji and Shishiba, arrive at the museum. Shishiba doubts the place has any connection to their target, Slur, but Osaragi insists they investigate. The episode ends with them stepping inside, teasing more chaos ahead. This episode marks a turning point in Sakamoto days. The action ramps up, the stakes get higher, and we finally get more insight into Shin's past. The idea that Shin might have had a more positive relationship with the lab scientists than expected is an interesting twist. It goes against the usual trope where lab experiments equal pure suffering. Then there's Kashima. This guy is bad news. The way he takes over the lab and uses it for his sinister plans is chilling. And let's not forget about his boss, Slur. If Kashima is already this terrifying, imagine how powerful Slur must be. With the introduction of Osaragi and Shishiba, things are only going to get more intense. What will they uncover? Can Shin, Taro, and Lu escape the lab? And what secrets are still buried in Shin's past? We can't wait to find out in the next episode.